What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with a brand new video, and today's video is going to be specifically talking about the ZTE Z Max Pro. And this is a device that came out last year in Metro PCS at the price of $100. I believe it was $179 if you just wanted to buy the device outright. But if you had a port in on top of the $100 price that it already was, they'll take off an additional, I believe, $60, and the price will be $40, and you just pay for the plan and be out the door. Because that's what I did. So I ended up paying $100 together with the plan that they force you to get and the actual device price. So depending on what plan you got, you could have potentially walked out of the store with the phone and the device for $70. But I did something totally different. Now the reason I'm doing this video here is because with this particular device, I already had my review on it. I did my first impressions, unboxing, and all that. And this is just to let you guys know that the way I felt about that device hasn't really changed at all. And the things that I don't necessarily like, this is a notebook here, boom, notes, are pretty much the same, and the things that I do like are still the same. So, like, the number one thing that I don't like, and this is just more of a software thing here, is with the notifications, you can't swipe to the left without them asking you if you ever want to see this notification for this app again. And that's something that I don't like. It's kind of weird. I can't swipe over to the left, and that's like a staple point feature of Android, where you can just swipe applications on either side, and you can choose whether or not you want to cancel it. Now, I am shooting this video here on top of the Mickey Mouse, or not really Mickey Mouse, but ooh, is it Minnie? Yeah, Minnie Mouse table here. So I decided to do this video downstairs. Got a little bored doing it always upstairs. So the other things that I don't like is probably the camera. And the reason I don't like the camera is just simply because it's a little, okay, don't get me wrong, it's a good camera, okay? But when it comes to doing certain things, like for me personally, like personal use and how I feel about it, or what I do with the device, or devices that I own, it's a little stuttery in the video. And I don't ever have the best quality when it comes to like shooting videos here on YouTube. I don't have the best, but there are certain things that I like and dislike in cameras, and some of the things that I don't like about cameras are in this phone here, or on this phone's camera. Same thing with this Max XL here. So it's the camera, and primarily, as of right now, the app, the actual camera app, is what I don't like the most. But that's besides the point. It's not the best. Like when you actually use this device here, and you check the camera out, look at the video and everything, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Matter of fact, instead of me just talking so much down on the actual camera, I'm actually going to do another camera video showing you guys the quality of the pictures and showing you the video quality as well. Now, another thing I don't like about it, or dislike I should say, is the battery life. Being that it has a 6-inch screen and a 3,400 milliamp-hour battery, you would think it lasts a little bit longer, but today I was only able to get about 4.5 hours on a full charge. And I mean, that's not bad at all. And I'm talking about screen on time, and that was moderate use. I don't know what I was doing on the phone, but it died in as far as screen on time, it died in about 4.5 hours, which was kind of a bummer. So with moderate use and dying in 4.5 hours, that's not the best battery life. Now you may ask yourself, what do I call moderate use? Well, using this device moderately throughout the day while you use your other devices. Like, for example, the Max XL. This had on screen of upwards of 8 hours, and it still had a little bit of battery left. So maybe that's just simply because of the processor that's in there, and it has Nougat running on it. So maybe that's the reason. But it doesn't have the best battery life, in my opinion. And one of the other things that I don't like about it here, and I'm gonna keep it at 4, is the speaker in the back. It's not the best speaker at all, in my opinion. It doesn't sound like, it's not like it's distorted or anything. The sound and everything is actually not bad at all. but the volume of it is not good. In my opinion, it's not good, and the fact that it's on the back makes it a little bit worse for me. So those four things have not changed. But instead of bashing the device so much, let's go ahead and get into some positives. Now, besides the fact that the notifications you can't swipe over to the left, the software in this device runs pretty good, and this device is still currently running on Marshmallow, which is 6.0.1 on the August security patch that Google released. It's now September, so it's not the latest version. Definitely not the latest version, which is, oh, you probably will never see that in this device, but you never say never. The software on this device actually is optimized really well. Everything is held in the background with the RAM. I have no complaints in that department there. Another positive, one of my main things that I like about it is the actual screen. The screen itself is gorgeous. Make no mistake, this is probably one of the best 1080p screens, like, period. Like, I don't know. It's just something about this phone and this screen here. It just pops out so much, the colors. And then, obviously, it's a 1080p screen. Wallpapers look extra crisp, in my opinion. I don't know. You have to get this device in person to see what I'm talking about. And I didn't want to make this video too long, so we're already getting close to 10 minutes here. Well, more like 6.5 minutes, but knowing me, I can get to 10 minutes very easily. And another thing I like about this device here, which is still the same, because keep in mind here, this video is basically talking about the Z Max Pro and how I felt about the device hasn't changed as far as what I don't like and my positives. Another positive with this device here is that it has 32 gigabytes of internal memory, or should I say storage. That's probably one of the best features about it, is that it doesn't just give you 16 gigs. You still only get 2 gigs of RAM, but you get 32 gigs of storage. And when I say that's a win, that's a win. And on top of that, you can put an SD card in there. Right here. You put an SD card right in there. And expand the storage. And on top of that, you can make it adaptable storage, so that it takes the SD card and uses it, and it acts as internal storage, so that you can turn 32 gigs into potentially 64 with a 32 gigabyte SD card, which is a plus. The other thing I like about this device is that it had USB Type-C, as you can see on the bottom, so the reversible charging port there, basically future-proofing the device. That's always been a positive thing in my opinion. And along with the actual discussion of the 32 gigabytes of storage, like I already said, because I added it along with it because it's kind of the same thing. The adaptable storage is probably one of the key features in this device as well. How you can just take an SD card and it will just act as internal storage. So you literally increase the amount of storage that you have as far as it reading as internal, which is a positive there. So with this device here, I still like it. I really do. But the things that I don't like about it are still the same as well. So that's pretty much going to be the end of this video here. If you guys have anything else you want to see as far as the Z Max Pro here, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. But go ahead and give this video a like if you would like. Of course, that really does help this video out. Helps people see my videos. It puts me out there a little bit more. I would just really appreciate that. But on top of that, you can go ahead and subscribe. Because if you're watching this video here and you got yourself to this point, then it's clearly something you like. So why not have access to it anytime you want, or have access to it when I actually post a new video, because that's the best way to watch every single one of them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But until then, my name is Max Rock. I'd like to say, of course, thank you for watching this video here. We're at 10 minutes. I knew we were going to hit 10 minutes. Thank you for watching this video, and you have a good day or night, depending on where you are and when you watch this. Deuces.